Are you ready?
I am so ready.
So ready. John Peckman Podcast, Connecticut Valley School of Music and Dance, beautiful downtown Portland, Connecticut. Come over the bridge, go through one set of lights, start looking left. Not at the bank across the street. We're across the street from the bank. Right. It happens. If any of my friends want to be on here with me, just hit me up. Don't wait for me to ask you because I don't know who all is listening. And also listen at the end for Dave, our boss, to tell you how you can have your very own podcast here in our studio. And we are here today. Cool. Someone I've known for a long time, and we've never really had the long chat because it's always like at a gig, like, hey, Kriss Santala, here she is.
Hello, Mr. Peckman. How are you this evening?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm just dandy.
How's it feel to be in Portland? Have you ever been in Portland?
Yes, I have.
Oh, good.
I just don't know it very well, so I did get a little lost.
You've seen it?
I've seen it.
You've already seen it?
I've experienced it.
Yeah,
just not a lot.
Yeah, no, but I mean, you've already seen it just being here.
Oh yeah. Well, this is it.
He is Portland. When you see Dave, he is Portland. So this is it.
So I got to call him Dave Portland.
Yeah, Dave Portland. Hey, the Dave Portland podcast coming soon. Awesome. So Kriss, singer, musician, will do whatever it takes to make music. Play bass, play guitar, play drums, sing, all of that.
I think I'm mainly known for my voice.
Voice, yep. That's how I met you. Yep. Singing. Do you want to? Why don't you tell us what you're doing now?
Right now, I'm not too happy because I need a new band project. So maybe you can put the word out. I'm looking for band members.
We're talking about that.
My guitar player that I was going to start a new project with, and it was just perfect. We gelled together right. He can't put in the time. So unfortunately, I'm back to square one. But the band, my last album that I released 2 years ago was from my band La Tunda, which is a 3-piece.
Okay.
With Stephanie Brown and Andy Beetham. And John Conine produced it, and I am so pleased with it. Like he just nailed it. And he actually made a microphone for my voice on the recording. He made a microphone.
Wow. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
What did he call it?
The Chrissy.
Does it exist?
It exists. It's still there.
Wow.
Yeah. So if I record with him again, I can use that microphone.
Wow. Why?
Because he said he knows where the tones of my voice are and what the best way to pick them up.
Yeah, no, I think that's true. I get really nerdy. I got this thing. Like I was an Elvis Costello. Well, I still am, but a big fan my whole life. Sure. And when Nick Lowe stopped producing him, his voice sounded different. And I'm like, different microphone.
Because a different microphone. Yeah, exactly.
It's a real thing.
It's a really huge part of it.
No, it is.
I didn't even know he could make a microphone. I was like, are you kidding me? I thought he was joking.
That's crazy. How did he do it?
I have no idea.
He had a kiln? Like, did he fashion it out of ore?
He didn't tell me, but I saw it, and it was real.
That's wild. Who did this?
John Conine from A&J Sound.
Wow.
He's a sound person. He owns a sound company. And
I would love to.
Recording studio.
I would love to hear.
He would be the one that's going to be recording my upcoming tunes.
Maybe we'll get him up in here someday.
Oh, he's a genius.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah,
that's wild.
He's a genius.
Your voice is not that. Is it? It's not peculiar. Like why?
No, he just wanted to be able to capture certain tones. We'd been working on this album for a while, and he's like, you know what? I need to make you a microphone. And I was like, okay.
Go ahead. That's
please,
awesome.
Please.
That's so cool.
He's a genius. He really is.
That's cool. I don't know him. That's awesome. See, that's the cool thing about these shows too.
You get to know more and more.
It leads to it just branches out. And that's what happens. And I'm always trying to think of guests. I'm trying to draw it all together. And then you contacted me, and I was like, of course. Because you would have been on I have a master list.
I didn't even know
somewhere.
you had the show.
That's the thing is
I don't get out much.
This doesn't go out. This you can stay in. This comes to you.
Okay.
This show. Anyway, but yeah. Because I have like the master list of anybody ever, and that whole. So I met you, the Hoohoos.
How long ago? 25 years ago?
Yeah.
Are we that old?
Yeah. Sorry.
We are.
Yeah, definitely.
But I remember
getting
all
older
those shows. No. I remember driving up to upstate New York and seeing some cows and bulls along the way.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been, 90
something.
Yeah.
Maybe mid 90s.
Yeah. So. Crazy. So I was in 8 to the Bar. Ann Donahue was our lead singer.
Mm-hmm.
And she got involved with you guys.
Yep.
And it's you and Barbara, who
Yes.
should have been here today. I wasn't thinking.
Sorry, Barbara.
I know. Well,
I didn't know I could
we'll get her up in
anybody.
here. I just couldn't.
Well, she's a nutball, you know that. So
What?
she's a nutball. So.
Well, and that's a problem?
No, she'll work perfectly.
Yeah, right. I didn't remember whether she's around.
She's around.
I should've.
She's had some health issues recently, and she's just trying to take care of herself. But she's doing a lot of recording. I'm actually recording with her and Tommy this coming week.
Oh, what?
So.
And also Tommy.
Tommy's group.
Okay, this is good. See, this is all leading to somewhere else.
We haven't been active in a while, but we still will record and everything.
Sure.
And I think she's getting picked up by a big publishing company.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
that's cool.
It's exciting. So we're trying to get as many songs down.
So talk about just because this is kind of where I know you from. I didn't know the whole story. So the Hoohoos were a band or a group ensemble.
Before Tommy's group, it was like a 7-8 piece band.
Oh,
We
wow.
had like 5 singers at one point.
Whoa.
Full band.
Okay.
Tommy sort of came on the scene. He saw us and said that, hey, he wanted to be our producer and wanted to do a bunch of recordings. So we worked with him, and we worked really hard. Like, he had us like doing voice lessons every week, really taking care of our bodies. And
wow, that's cool.
You know, he was serious.
The Skarupa boot camp.
Yeah. Well, me and Barb like to call him Goat Boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why is that? Is it that time with the goat? Don't talk about it.
I can't explain it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Don't talk about that time. Yeah. I haven't seen him in a while. All right.
He looks the same.
I bet.
Except he's trying to have Barbara's hairstyle. He has the same hairstyle as Barbara, and it's ridiculously funny.
Weird. Yeah.
I saw him last week in the studio, and he was like, "Are you trying to look like Barbara?"
Maybe he is.
And he goes,
instead of making microphones, he becomes the person. Maybe that's his thing. That's funny. So who's then? When I knew you guys, it was just three of yous, three people.
But it was a pretty full band in the beginning.
Yeah.
When we started.
Yeah. And he got involved, and then I got involved somehow or other.
I don't know how we found you. Maybe through Ann.
A long time ago, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. Barb had that crazy apartment.
Yep.
You
On
know,
Orange Street.
Yep. That was where all the action happened.
Mm-hmm.
The elevator.
Yeah.
Remember, had an
cage.
elevator.
Yep.
That caged elevator.
Yep.
Yeah, that was cool.
That's so cool.
Yep. And so I would imagine eventually, I don't remember. It doesn't matter. We have enough to talk about how it all happened. There were no more Hoohoos, at least for me. Maybe I left the
you had
orbit
left
or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but we've been through other. Not been through. We've had other percussionists and stuff like that, but none of them as good as you, of course.
Oh, you don't have to say that.
And
when I'm in your band, you are being through it.
And actually, we had Joe Bashar from Blue Oyster Cult. He
was
played
here
with us.
a few
He was
weeks
here?
ago. Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
he played with us for 4 or 5 years.
Oh, I did not know that. See,
yeah.
This is all making
That was
sense.
after you, so. But
That's really cool. See, this is all, and that's all tying in. Yeah, I had him here. I knew him maybe even that same time, even earlier, doing recordings with him when he worked for a company. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know he was in Blue Oyster Cult. He was just this dude I used to do sessions with, and then was like, oh, whoa, hey. So anyway, so Joe Bashar got involved. That's kind of cool. That ties in.
Yeah.
Ties in.
Yep.
And then what?
Well, we got my other bands. You know, I've been in the Hiccups, my country swing honky tonk band for over 20 years now.
Oh.
But now they're all getting older and they don't seem to want to go out as much. And
Sure.
So that's kind of sad. But I did start my second CD recording with Bob Elliott, the bass player,
Sure.
singer of
The Bob
Hiccups.
Elliott.
The famous Bob Elliott.
Yeah, for sure.
He's been he's
Oh.
just been so wonderful to me,
Yeah.
and he's helped me out through all these years.
He's always been the best.
Yeah. He's taught me a lot, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
In what way?
Just about recording and everything.
Yeah.
He's just taught me a lot.
How did music all start for you? Take us back to the beginning.
Well, I guess in high school I found out that I could sing,
Okay.
so I joined the choir, and then I went to school at Southern Connecticut.
Okay.
And
So
these
this
friends
is
that
New
I
Haven.
yeah,
from-
yeah.
Okay.
these friends that I met said they were starting a band, and they heard I could sing, and I was petrified. I was like, all right, I'll try it. But I wouldn't face them. I would just like face the corner. And
Right. That's fine. Oh, why not?
But that was my very first band. It was called Fugitive Colors.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That was way long ago.
Yeah, sure.
Late 80s.
Wow.
So
rocking it out.
But I've been in a lot of different projects, but I've had the most fun, I would say, with the Hiccups, the Danglers, and La Tunda. But La Tunda, unfortunately, that's my most recent rock project.
Yeah.
We split up about a year ago.
Oh, wow.
But unfortunately, and it breaks my heart. But that's why I'm trying desperately to get something going on. Started. I can play by myself or do my jazz stuff, but it's not the same.
Sure. I have to ask about the Danglers. You can't let those words just go by and not go, yo.
Danglers are a trip.
The Danglers.
You never know what's going to happen when you play. Never.
Is that right?
Yeah, our singer is he was a little out of control.
What do you play in the Danglers?
Bass and sing.
Oh, okay. So what instrument did you start on? How did this all?
Singing and then bass.
Okay. All right.
And then guitar later.
Oh, wow.
And then I ended up playing drums for about 13, 14 years.
Whoa.
But then I haven't sat behind a drum set in a long time.
Oh. That's kind of wild. So you just, whatever it takes, you're like, I'll figure it out.
I don't care what style, what instrument. I just want to be in it.
That's cool.
So
it's kind of wild.
I'm a very, very shy person. And when I get on stage, I feel like I'm finally letting out everything that's in me. I'm like, blah.
Sure.
Letting it all out.
Of course. Yeah. Why not? Yeah, that's awesome. Whether it's on bass.
It's very therapeutic.
That's what they say.
If I didn't do music, I don't think I'd be here right now. Seriously.
I hear you. Yeah.
I mean, it means that much to me.
No, I hear you.
And I know I shouldn't say this on the air, but I really don't care about making money music.
Right.
That's not why I do it.
Right.
It's in my heart and soul.
Well, that's a good thing. I mean, you need to do that. I mean, if that's your thing. I have, we all have something. You know, I'm all excited. I'm not going to announce it because then I'll have to do it.
What's that?
I'm making. All right. Are you ready for this? Okay,
ready.
everybody, you heard it here first. So over lockdown, I started playing I'm a drummer. I'm kind of a very mediocre bass player. I started taking bass lessons when I was 12, and I can almost play like a 15-year-old by now.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. That's like how slow my progress is. I'm not a stringed instrument person.
Practice.
You're correct. You're correct. I'm not good at it. But over lockdown last year, I discovered mountain dulcimer, which is a guitar-type instrument. It's easier than guitar because it's not chromatic. It's like anyway.
I think I know what it looks like.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah.
And I started fooling around with one at a music store I was hanging out at, and I bought one over lockdown, and I practiced every day.
That's
I'm
awesome.
playing that thing. And
so
I
you
just
really liked it.
Oh yeah, it's cool. It's really a cool instrument, and I just learned songs from YouTube and whatnot. And I just decided a friend of a friend gave me an old cassette 4-track recorder like I used to have.
Everyone had one of those back in the day.
Yeah,
right?
and this is a better one than the one I used to have. And I was like, you know what? Dulcimer album, 1 mic, no overdubs, 4 tracks on cassette. That's it. And now it's starting to percolate. So,
well, you got to keep up with that then.
yeah. So now I'm all fired up. Like I haven't had
I know.
a project
I get all excited too. Like I
Yeah.
get a new project or something I'm recording. I'm like, I can't even sleep that night. I'm like, I get so wound up.
Right.
I get so excited.
No, I don't know. I guess that's a good thing, but I know the feeling.
No, it is a good thing because I can't think of anything else in life that gets me as excited as music does. It
Right.
makes me feel more alive.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, like, I'm not a music snob. I like a lot of stuff, but when it comes to like songwriting, when I hear like hack work, it bothers me. Like what you say, my thing is, I want to hear a song that you couldn't sleep until you finished it. I want to hear a song that wrecked you. If people are gonna write songs, it's like I don't want to hear like that you're phoning in the rhymes just because you need it. I want to hear something that you wrecked your life over. That's what I want to hear. But that's just me.
Well, it's appropriate then, the song I'm doing today.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You're not just like, I wrote a song to write one.
I was actually very angry when I wrote it. So
we're gonna get there. So you're singing in high school. And then what?
I went to Southern Connecticut State University, and
Sure.
I got involved in my first band, Fugitive Colors, and that was a great experience.
What kind of stuff were they doing? What were you guys doing?
We were kind of like a political band. It was kind of rock funk sort of.
Okay.
I would, who our biggest influence was Gang of Four.
Oh, sure.
So we kind of tried to go along that path.
That's awesome.
So.
Cool. Well, and this would have been around when? Like year? What year?
1987 to 1989, maybe.
Yeah.
So
cool.
I started a long time ago.
Yeah, me too.
But I've been so lucky to work with so many gifted musicians in this area that, and I have to say one person I miss the most right now is George Baker.
Yeah.
I sang with him for like 30 years, and I think about him all the time.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's just like I could never think of New Haven without George Baker.
I agree.
Because he's such a big personality.
Yep.
So.
He's one of those people. Yes, I agree. I can hear him.
His laugh. I hear his laugh.
I can hear him saying my name. Like when he would see me, he would go, John Peckman. I can hear exactly his voice. Exactly. Total recall. Every time. Yeah. No, I agree.
He had a most incredible
He would have been
life.
on the list. I mean, he was on the list for sure.
He was incredible. He still is incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I miss him dearly.
We were super lucky that he kind of landed here.
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
Like, this guy's a real dude.
Yeah.
And, and then Ronnie Lawrence, too. I mean, that was
oh, my goodness.
really sad. I'm not over
And speaking of which, Dave Hogan, I had a group with him for a little while called the Country Trio.
Yep.
And, unfortunately, he passed.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of the musicians that I know that are even a little bit younger than me, or even though it's a little bit, like so many of them have passed. Like it's been like a real learning experience because I've gone through some really difficult times in my life where, I was abusing alcohol and everything, and I've been to rehab, and I feel like a completely different person. And it's all for the best because now I'm totally inspired to I want to record. I want to get a new band going. It's like I can't just sit still and not do anything.
Yeah, right. Because you see the clock is ticking one way or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'll be an 85-year-old grandmother, and I'll be on stage playing.
Hey, that's cool.
Nothing
wrong with that.
Nope.
Yeah, we can't. It's James Velvet. It's so huge. You can't.
Yeah, I know.
It's not even.
Another one. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ. When you think about it, it's just like holy mackerel.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not the same without those people.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
And so many we haven't even mentioned that have passed, but they all left their mark.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, for sure. No, there's no doubt about it. But you too. Well, you're alive is the one difference.
I'm alive, doing well.
But I think of New Haven scene, and you're in there. You're part of it.
And I feel like I'm not so much part of it anymore. But
okay. Well,
with La Tunda, we were playing quite a bit.
Yeah.
And now since that sort of, died down, I've been really actively looking for people to work with.
Yeah. So who all was in that? in that band?
La Tunda was a 3-piece rock band. Myself, Stephanie Brown, and Andy Beetham was the drummer.
Okay.
And between me and Stephanie, we would switch off. She'd play bass half the set, and I'd play guitar, and then we'd switch, and I'd play bass.
Cool.
And she'd play guitar, and our voices just gelled together perfectly.
Yeah.
Perfectly.
Yeah.
And if you want to hear anything, all you have to do is look up La Tunda Bandcamp, and you can hear every song we did.
Yeah. Well, try to stick a link under this. But no more, at least for now.
No, I probably will still do some shows with Stephanie, but not with the drummer. The drummer is not interested in pursuing any project right now.
I see. Yeah.
And he's an amazing drummer. Not as good as you, but
I'm not even as good as me. So you involved in Cafe 9 scene
from
what would you say?
1991.
Yeah, wow. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of stuff happen there.
Yeah. No, that's for sure. Yeah, you're Yeah, you're part of that.
But I'm very grateful to Cafe 9 because I learned everything. I learned how to be, a great sound person. I booked bands, learned how to be a jazz singer there. Everything. It's just the friends that I made, and I feel I really, really miss it. But it was time for me to make a change.
So you're not there. You're not involved.
I'm not there anymore.
Okay, I got you.
But I miss it terribly.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not part of the. I feel like if you're in Cafe 9 or a part of Cafe 9, you're part of the whole musical community around New Haven.
Yeah.
And not being a part of that, like I feel like kind of lost in a way.
Oh, wow. But and did that come with stopping drinking? Is that, or no? I mean, is that too?
I don't really know how to describe it. I mean, Cafe 9 has been owned by 2 different owners.
Okay.
The first 14 years I worked under Mike Reichbart.
Sure.
Got along great. I started bringing in some music in then.
Yep.
More than what they had. The Convertibles used to play every Thursday.
Sure.
So I started to bring in some music, and Mike was happy about that. And then it got sold to Paul Mayer.
Right.
And I just don't think me and him kind of see eye to
eye.
eye.
Okay. So it just kind of changed.
He has a hot temper, and I don't do well with hot tempers.
Sure.
So,
yeah.
But he's done so much. He's really built up Cafe 9 to like we're actually known internationally now, which I think is amazing. So I have the utmost respect for him for really bringing Cafe 9 to where it should be.
So it was just vision. The vision was different.
Yeah, and I totally love the Sunday Buzz thing. Like,
yeah. Well, you want to talk about that?
I think I was just talking to Frank one day, and we were like, we need to do something on Sundays.
Yeah.
And he's like, why don't I get Cygnus Radio involved? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, right.
So I think in the beginning, like we booked about a month or 2 of acts every Sunday.
Okay.
And it just started getting better and better. And now I guess it's doing really well. I haven't been there on a Sunday in a while.
Oh, wow. Okay. But he's still
I love
going.
Frank. I miss him terribly.
Yeah.
He's a great guy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he was here, as you saw.
I saw him. Big old smile on his face.
Yeah, Yeah, always. And then, what's funny is I had people that I didn't know, because I never know once these things come out. I had people that I know from other parts of my life growing up in Wallingford and around Meriden. They're like, you have Mr. Critelli on? I'm like, oh, yeah. That's right. He was a teacher. He's Mr. Critelli. I didn't. Right. Yeah, it's funny. Like a whole other group of people.
Yep.
It's cool. Yep. Yeah. So Sunday Buzz. Do you want to talk about? You know what? Let me ask you this. So, when you say at one point you said you became more of or you became a jazz singer, you started doing more of that. How did that happen? And how would you say? That's
very interesting, because I used to be the bartender for the every Saturday afternoon open jazz jam.
Right.
And I would work, and then everyone would say, are you going to get up and sing? And so what I would do is I would end up going up and singing one song, even though it was so busy, like the waitress would have to bartend.
Right.
But like every week I would have to sing at least 2 songs.
Right.
People would get mad, and I was like, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But I learned so much through Cafe 9, and now I work with Mike Coppola, who's...
Oh, yeah. Sure.
He's just
another one.
So talented.
Yeah.
And he's stuck by me through thick and thin.
Wow.
And, right now we kind of just play out as a duo, but I think we're going to try to host some jazz jams in other places.
Nice.
In the summer.
Yeah, that's cool.
Late summer, early fall.
Yeah. And so that was...
but I learned all the jazz singing through Cafe 9.
Wow.
And through George, too.
Yeah, sure.
Through George.
So it was a big step. Like, how would you characterize...
I had no idea that I would enjoy singing jazz, but there's something about... I don't really know that much about jazz.
Sure.
I'm not like a jazz aficionado, but there's something about, like, I don't know, I get really lost, and when I can just focus on the singing, I just let all my emotions come out.
Yeah.
I don't hold back when I'm on stage, so and I hold back in real life. So.
Right.
So when I get on stage, I'm about ready to explode.
Sure. And singing jazz is different in your mind.
It's more challenging, but I feel like I have a real knack for it.
Oh, cool.
A lot of people tell me that I sound exactly like Diana Krall.
Wow.
So I'll take that as a
compliment.
that's
pretty cool.
Yeah. But I want to sound like me, though.
Yeah, right. Well, so that's kind of cool. So you must have been psyched. You're like, okay, I got a whole other thing.
I'm so honored to work with Mike Coppola.
He's for
he's
real.
a true gift, and he's a true friend.
Yeah.
Stuck by me through thick and thin,
Cool.
and just a really great guy.
Yeah.
I feel very comfortable working with him.
Yeah, that's cool. Were you working with him and George at the same time, or?
No.
Okay, so
once I started working with Mike about 3 years ago.
Okay.
But we never did anything together with George.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, and George will straighten you out too.
He has straightened me out a few times.
Oh yeah, he straightened everybody out, and he was right.
He's a tough one. He's a toughie.
Yeah, he's a toughie.
You know? But you don't want him to be mad at you. Watch out.
Don't. No, you don't.
It's not fun.
No. I always felt like I got lucky. I never played with him enough. I played with him just enough to get on the good list, and that was it. I never pushed it. I didn't push it too far. So I think I was always happy that I ended up like, okay, I'm on this list.
Right.
But I don't blame him. I mean, it's the real deal. He's got to deal with us,
Not to be morbid or anything, but
Sure.
this isn't morbid in a way, but his last days on Earth, and he was in hospice, like people were going and like playing around his bed, and everyone was playing.
Yeah.
And he had this big framed quote near his bed, and a chair sitting next to his bed said, "You're more than welcome to sit down and talk to me, but if you try to talk an 81-year-old black motherfucker out of dying, you're shit out of luck." He said he's had a great life.
Yeah, right. This is it. Yeah, I'm good.
He said he was ready, and he's had a great life. I mean, I can't imagine going out like that, but...
Yeah, like you say, we should all be so lucky.
I know.
You know what I mean? Wow.
I'm getting goosebumps just talking about him.
Well, he deserved to go out like that, when you think about it. It's like, that's cool. Sign me up for that one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
I'd be good with that. Why don't you talk about your album and then play? We're going to do a new thing here.
This is a brand new thing.
This is good, though. This is a good thing because we need to be doing this.
Well, the CD I brought in today is called Lost Souls Road. It's my very first solo CD, and it features a lot of the area musicians on it. My idea of doing this CD was to write the songs but have all different musicians play on each song. So it was like a big variety.
Sure.
And that's exactly what I wanted to do, and that's also what I want to do with my second solo CD, which I'm about halfway through with.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I know what you mean. Remember, I used to make weird albums like that, too, back in the day. And I had the Hoohoos on one. I would have different people on every song. I don't know if you knew that's what I was doing, too.
No, I
didn't. So I know the feeling. I love that. Where you're just like, I want
to get different inputs.
Yeah. Make something with these people. Make something with those people. Make something,
Right.
Now I'm just making solo albums, solo dulcimer albums, no guests or whatever. Tell me about making this album. We're gonna look at
I started recording that with, I don't know if anyone knows who Clark Huckabee was. He was an local engineer. He moved to Ohio quite some time ago, and he started recording it. And Bob Elliott from the Banditos and the Hiccups sort of finished it because Clark had moved away. So
sure.
But it was a trip working with Clark. I remember for one song on the CD called "Hear What I Say," I wanted to record it for some reason at 3 or 4 in the morning with all candles. So he let me do that. He let me go in the studio and light all these candles.
Hey, that's cool.
And I just got the right feeling, the right emotional.
What scent were the candles? Yeah,
unscented.
Oh, good, perfect.
Unscented.
Perfect. Yeah, unscented. Yeah, let's see. You got This must be the Hiccups. Oh, you had Greg Sherrod's on here.
Everybody's on there.
James Montez, Bob Elliott, Tom Smith. Those must have been the Hiccups.
Yes.
Guys, yeah.
Yep.
Let's see who else.
Shelley Velasquez Band.
Yep. We got Dean on here. He's been here. We had Dean up in here at some point.
Dean's a riot. He always cracks me up.
Yeah, he's the best. Steve Baldino. Bill Holloman. Oh, yeah, you got everybody on here. John Peckman, that guy's a creep.
I know. I thought I recognized that name
there I am.
Somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all up in this room.
See, and you probably haven't even heard this CD.
Maybe not. Yeah.
So maybe that you should hold on to that CD.
I think I will. Yeah, and then maybe I'll remember. How long ago was it? When did I play
Oh, my goodness. That was...
2007.
I was going to say 2007.
Wow.
And I just started solo CD number 2.
Where did I go?
3 years ago.
Where were we? What room was I in?
I think we could have been at Clark's place. Nervous Chet's and Clark's on Grand Avenue.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's not you. Don't take this personally. I've lost, I guess, just age. I've lost
Memory?
Yes.
I have too.
Like
I can't even
like
remember
this.
half the people I played with.
Right. Like you say, you didn't even know I was on this, and I didn't know I was on that either. But yeah, no, I get people, oh man, remember that time you said the funniest thing ever? And I'm just like,
no.
I don't know at all. I don't recall at all. Nothing.
I lose my keys every day and my phone. It just goes with the territory, I guess.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, I'm not particularly enjoying it. Starting to realize I'm getting a notch older. I'm
getting notches older. I do want to tell you about one experience I had.
Please.
When I was married to my ex-husband, Ed Crowder, he was part of a praying mantis kung fu style.
Okay.
And we as a group and his teacher or sensei, we decided to go to China.
Wow.
And, learn from wasn't part of the kung fu, but he was, and I was real good friends with him. But I didn't realize it was going to be such a big deal. Apparently, they thought I was like some famous rock star from the United States, but they kept wanting me to sing Edelweiss. Everywhere I went, they wanted me to sing Edelweiss.
In China?
Yeah.
Why?
They love the song. And it's the weirdest thing when you go to China.
I like that song.
Everywhere, there's just separate karaoke. They love karaoke.
Sure.
And it's everywhere. And they also love Kentucky Fried Chicken, I found out.
Wow.
Because they respect the elderly, and he looks like Colonel Sanders.
So they'll eat the chicken just
because
out of respect.
They admire the guy.
That's so weird. Do they know that Colonel Sanders? I mean, I suppose he was a person at some point, but now he's just an avatar.
Right.
Colonel Sanders.
That's definitely the weirdest place I ever traveled. And, you think Chinese food, it's going to be like, it is not like here.
No.
They don't serve rice, and they serve a lot of like dried fish, roasted locusts.
No thanks.
Grubs.
Wow.
Some weird
Kentucky fried
grubs.
Kentucky fried grubs. Wow.
But they made me sing karaoke all over the place, and I'm like, I'm not a famous person.
Wow.
They're like, we don't care.
Did you ever? Did you ever figure it out? Maybe there's some rock star who sang Edelweiss. You know what I mean? Like maybe they're like, it's her.
They just love that song. I didn't
so
understand
weird.
it.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
Why that song?
Particularly that song. I heard it in more than one place.
Don't you? All right. Here's a weird question. You ever have this? There's certain songs. I don't know why. I had this experience, and I do know why in an obvious way, that just make you teary without even
certain songs.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, the Edelweiss is one of those. Like I just can't. When it's on, I just like, and I don't. Was it in The Sound of Music or whatever? I don't even know. There's something about that. I can't hear Somewhere Over the Rainbow in any way, shape, or form. Mm-hmm. I don't even care about Wizard of Oz. There's something about that song. Yeah. It's weird.
A few songs like that.
I played in a band. We would play that song occasionally, and I would get verklempt and try and hide it, and I don't even know why. Here's a weird one. I don't know why. Downtown by Petula Clark. It makes me cry. Don't stop it. Don't sing it.
No, I forgot I did the lounge thing for a while. I totally forgot about that.
Well, tell us what songs make you cry first. Without, I don't want to.
No one's going to know.
Maybe this is a bad
There's
idea.
A John Doe song called Twin Brother that every time I hear it, it's just so beautiful.
Yeah.
But probably not a lot of people are familiar with that.
This is a new question. I just thought of a new question now.
An artist that I worked with for 15 years, Leela Crockett.
Okay.
If I hear any of her songs, I immediately
bawl. Yeah.
That was an honor to play with her.
Wow.
True honor.
Cool. Tell me about lounge singing.
It kind of was like a thing for like a few years. They were having like some lounge acts at Cafe 9, and we got like a whole lounge act together, and that lasted for about 2 or 3 years. Then it just sort of fizzled out. Yeah. And then I got more into jazz a little bit.
Oh, okay. So one kind of led to the other.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah.
What's some of the stuff you were doing?
A lot of Petula Clark.
Oh, really?
Downtown.
Oh boy, no.
Or call me, I'll be around.
Sure.
Sure.
I just watched. Me and my wife just watched When Harry Met Sally. When's the last time you saw that?
About 4 years ago. I've seen it a bunch of times. But
don't be
about
afraid
4 or
to
5.
just phone moi when he keeps calling her and he's singing that song so much. Anyway, phone moi.
Yep.
What else?
What else? Oh, I'd love to talk about the Danglers because that's the craziest
Oh,
band
yeah.
I've ever been in.
Go.
First of all, it's the most fun I've had in any band because you just never know what was going to happen.
Who's in that band?
Eddie Van Kieren's drummer. Kerry Pollock was our guitar player, and also Sean Bowen was after that.
Okay.
Brian Tucker, rhythm. Wayne Reed was the front person, and he was the one that in his crazier days. I'm going to tell you a funny story. In particular, one night we were playing at Alchemy in New Haven.
Sure.
It was open some years back. And he was always getting in trouble when he played, like climbing on things and rafters and everything. So
Sure.
the band decided to tie him up on a dolly and like have him rolled out
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
stage.
Just to sing.
Just to sing.
Yeah.
And people were giving him drinks, like, and he was trying to
that's
sip
great.
them. And I guess what ended up happening is that he fell forward on the dolly and he ended up ripping his ear open. But knowing Wayne, we didn't know that we thought he was faking it because
Sure.
he was always such a jokester.
Until the blood starts flowing, then you're
Right.
like, yo.
And then later on, this is the funny part. They used to serve hot dogs on Wednesday nights when we played.
Okay.
After that happened, like, I was like so into playing, and I was like grooving out and like looking at the
You're
drummer.
playing bass.
I'm playing bass and
Okay.
looking at the drummer. I'm like having a great time going, yeah. And it comes the time for me to turn around and sing my backup part. And I turn around, and Wayne puts a hot dog on the microphone stand. I sang into a hot dog. I sang into a hot dog.
You didn't even know it.
Everybody was laughing. I didn't know. I was so into it. I didn't know. I'm like, oh my God, I'm singing into a hot dog.
Gotcha.
So I have to get him back for that.
What did it have on it?
Nothing.
Oh, plain. Okay. All right. Wow, that's funny.
I have to get him back.
So anything goes. Is his
Anything
ear okay?
goes.
Does he have? Is it permanent damage to his ear to remember the
No, he's fine.
hand truck gig?
We are once in a while we decide to do like a reunion show, which is always a lot of fun. Every 2 or 3 years.
Is he taped up or free range?
He's gotten a little bit mellower in his old age.
Okay.
So he's a little bit more controllable.
Right. Or at least he climbs up on
it was
stuff
always-
slower so
yeah.
they can stop him.
Right.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was always very exciting because you just never knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
So
That's cool. Nothing wrong with that.
I remember him taking a cordless microphone and just going outside and walking down the street and going into store 24.
How could you not? Yeah, how could you not? Yeah, definitely.
Like, where'd he go?
That's beautiful. That's funny. That's really funny.
That was the most fun I've had in any band, was the Danglers.
Wow. Yeah, it sounds like it. Sounds like it. What?
Well, we all had special names. We all had names that started with D. I was Darla Dangler.
Okay. Oh, right.
The
right.
singer was Dwight Dangler. Dirk Dangler.
Sure.
And we had little brother, cousin Eddie was our drummer.
Oh, yeah. Eddie Dangler. That's
Yep.
funny. That's excellent. Wow. Okay. Did Danglers ever make a record?
They had one before I joined.
Okay.
We never got to recording, unfortunately. But
Talk
there's
about
still a possibility.
when did you talk about your drumming? When did that happen?
Right around the time that the Hoohoos started.
Sure.
I had a small group of friends that wanted to start like a goth rock band.
Okay.
And I'm totally clueless. I didn't know what to do.
Sure.
And so we just decided to get together, and I put boxes and pots and pans, and I practiced on boxes and pots and pans for about 6 months.
Pretty
Until
much
we
how it
finally-
works.
We were finally able to record a real drum set. And then, so I started playing with them, and our shows were insane. Like, we used to have a smoke machine. One time we bought a pig's heart on stage.
Perfect.
The
What time?
singer would come out of the coffin. It was really fun.
Great. What was that band called?
The Morphines.
Oh, wow.
And then after that, I joined Kilgore Trout.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I remember.
that's in that band, Wendell Jones really taught me how to play drums.
Wow.
Like, I just kind of was
You
getting
were
by.
just game. You're like, all right, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, he taught me a lot. So
That's cool. That's cool. Would you play drums again? You'd do it again if
Absolutely.
you had to. Yeah, that's cool.
absolutely, I just can't afford to buy a drum set right now.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, there's pots. Do the pots and pans thing. That's cool.
It worked
that could
at
be a
the
thing.
time.
You know what I mean? Like, that's a thing. That's what I did.
Yeah,
I used to do that. I think we all did that. I remember I
gotta
made
start somewhere.
Yeah, I used to play. I made a drum kit out of cardboard boxes, piece of the couch, all that stuff.
Yeah, we started right from square one. But
Beautiful.
that was a very interesting experience playing with them too, because all the sound effects and everything, the whole goth thing.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I could get into that. A
It
pig
was
heart.
fun.
Was it refrigerated, this heart?
I don't know where the hell they got it from.
What
but
and what did you
the
do?
singer she held it up during a song and like
Right.
and just been like
Sure. Observe the heart.
Yeah.
The heart. Yeah.
The heart. Yep.
Wow, that's crazy. You want to play your song?
Sure.
Why not? Kriss, she's going to play a song. This is a first here. We're going to have music performance, which is kind of cool. A new thing. We're trying it out. We're going to see how this works out.
I am not the best guitar player.
It doesn't matter.
I can carry myself.
Hey, this is your idea. So, you know what I mean?
You hold this guitar once.
You
I don't
just-
have to put them on.
Hey.
Well, this song is called "One Good Thing," and it's on that first CD,
Okay.
Lost Souls Road. Okay, it's a lot easier playing it when you have a whole band, but
Yeah, I hear you.
my black soul is broken apart. Anger's as deep as a hole in my heart. Don't know what, why, or when. Crucify myself times 10. Headaches from the stress of the day. Take a pill, it all goes away. Don't like the girl that I've become. Hold on till the day is done. Out all night with my sad friends, we play guitar and drink cheap gin. I know you're out there looking for me. I'm too gone for you to find me. I got nothing, no one, nowhere, please, but you're the one good thing for me. I got nothing, no one, nowhere, please, but you're the one good thing for me. Madison, and I don't care. Fret all night and drink some beer. Know you're out there looking for me. I'm too gone for you to find me. Crazy games that I must play. Makes me wonder why you stay. Know you're out there looking for me. I'm too gone for you to find me. I got nothing, no one, nowhere, please, but you're the one good thing for me. I got nothing, no one, nowhere, please, but you're the one good thing for me. You're the one good thing for me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh.
Yes. Excellent. Excellent work.
One good thing.
Really cool. That's awesome. That's good. Sounded really cool.
It sounds a lot better when someone else plays guitar, though.
Well, yeah, don't worry about that. No, that was awesome. Really cool. Really cool. Hey, a first here, kids.
Really?
First
I'm
here.
the first person, really?
You're the first person to do that, yeah.
And you've been doing this show for like a year?
Yeah. It just never came up.
How come?
I don't.
I would think that would be like a natural thing.
You're right. We all, okay. I always said that we always knew it was going to happen. But we didn't, because we're, I don't know what we are. Are we idiots? Is that what we are? Okay, we're idiots. Me and Dave.
You look like normal dudes to me.
Ask us to get something done. Watch what happens. No, but it was like, I know, we're like, oh, we should have people play, and we just never figured it out. And that's, you just made
didn't
us
have to
do
set
it.
up anything.
You
You
just
just-
made us do it.
Just play it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think we'll see how it sounds. But yeah, no, that's great. That's going to be our new thing
Cool.
now. This is the way it's going to be. Yeah, that's
Excellent.
cool. It looks like that was a hiccups looking at the credits.
The Hiccups played
Looks
on
like
that.
it. Yeah, cool.
With also the late Stacey Phillips too.
Uh-huh.
Another one we lost. Another good one.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Crazy.
Yep. Oh, I forgot about my other band, Joni Loves Tchotchkes.
Oh, what's that all about?
We were a 3-piece. Myself, Dave Googe, and Sean Byrne. Sean Byrne passed away. He was only 40.
Ooh.
He passed away a little over a year ago.
Ooh.
Year and a half ago.
Yikes.
And we actually recorded at the Firehouse, and I was just astounded.
Sure.
The quality.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah, that's a whole different.
I think by far that's probably one of the best recordings I have.
Yeah, I bet.
I forgot his name, Greg.
Yeah, I don't remember. We'll have to look it up. Sorry.
Greg somebody.
Sorry out there.
But yeah, it was a really great experience.
Yeah.
That room is really special.
Yeah, right down the street. Cafe
right
9.
Down the street
right down the
from
street.
Cafe 9.
Yeah, crazy. Cool. All right. Well, you know what? We're getting close to the end.
Already?
Is there anything? Well, I mean, 15 minutes. I just want to make sure that
Okay. It went by fast.
Hey, these things happen. And you thought, an hour? And here we are.
Seems like forever, but it went went by like that.
See what I'm saying?
Went by real fast.
Is there anything that you want to talk about that we did not touch on that you can think of offhand before I start asking my wrap-up questions?
I mean, for the ripe old age that I am, the fact that I decided to become sober within the past year is huge.
Okay.
And I play a lot better. I sing a lot better.
Yay.
I'm just feeling much better, and it's like the best thing I ever did.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, it's a real personal thing, but I have to say, honestly, going to rehab, I really searched my soul, and I met a lot of great people that I'm still friends with now. We kept in touch.
I bet.
And it's good to have sober friends because most of my friends are not sober.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't bother me, but it's just, I have to just be really careful.
Yep, it's a whole different world.
But I feel like $1,000,000. So.
Hey, that's cool. Well, good.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Ready to do more and more music.
Yeah, more music. So you're just trying to put something together. What you're doing
Well, I will mention this. John Conine, who produced the Latunda album.
The microphone maker.
The microphone maker. He's very interested in recording one of my songs. And that's what I was going to ask you, if you'd be willing to play drums. And we got this 94-year-old old jazz owner from New Haven. His name is James Johnson, or Dinky. They call him Dinky.
Sure.
And
Dinky Dangler. I know him. No.
He wasn't. God, I can't imagine him being in the Danglers.
No.
I've gone over to his house a few times, and he tries to teach me how to write music, sheet music and everything.
Yeah.
Which I've never been a big theory person. I do a lot by ear. I think a lot of musicians do.
Yep.
But he's 94, and he sounds great. He's got that old style organ. I don't know exactly what kind of organ he has, but John Conine said he hears organ on this particular song. But it's very interesting. It's got kind of like a flamenco feel. I don't know where the hell that came from.
Wow.
But I'm really excited to try it.
Cool.
So.
Yeah, I'm down.
And to start things off, on Thursday morning, me and John are going to go hike up Bluff's Head in Guilford at 7 a.m. and do yoga at the top of the hill.
Hey, that's cool. Good. Have fun.
He's trying to be healthy, too.
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's cool. I
kind of don't have a choice at this age. You got to be healthy.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I got plans for the future, so.
Hey, I remember those days. Kinda. I mean, I'm not sober, but I remember having to scale back because you're like,
what am I doing? Yeah.
I need a day to recover. Now I need 2 days to recover. Now I need 3 days.
Yeah, the older you get,
the
longer it takes.
That's you know Jim Chapdelaine.
Of course.
And he would always say the toll gets heavier.
Yeah.
The toll that you have to pay when you're young, you don't have to pay
It's just not worth it anymore.
It's not worth it.
Nope.
Yep, that's the way I see it.
And I want to enjoy myself in my retirement years.
Right, instead of being beat down by.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to enjoy myself. 10 years from now, I'm going to be somewhere tropical, buying some property with my friend.
Yeah, you could be doing anything. You could be playing drums.
Starting a band in another country.
But why not?
I've got to sing with other bands in other countries.
Go back to China and reclaim your, you know what I mean?
Conquer that Edelweiss.
Yeah. I'm back. I am who you think I am. I'm back. How long were you there?
We were there for about 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
It's the most bizarre place I've ever traveled. They thought I was like an alien because the women are like, everyone's really tiny.
Sure.
And the women are really tiny. And they looked at me, and we had gone in the summer, and I had a really deep tan
Sure.
and everything, and blonde hair.
Sure.
And people would come up to me, and they would touch me like this
Yeah,
on
yeah,
my
yeah,
arm, and they were like,
"Is that real?
Is that real? Is your skin real?"
Yeah, yeah.
Because they don't, like, we went to places like these old villages, like
Sure.
in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, yeah.
And we went to this one village to see the main teacher that taught him praying mantis, who was 103. We didn't know he was going to be alive, and we actually found him in this remote village in China. And he could only sit, but he was still doing the praying mantis moves.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Wow.
it was a really cool experience.
That's wild. That's wild. Do you say that was the wildest place? Where else? What else?
I've got to sing with some really cool musicians in Bahamas, like in Eleuthera, the island Eleuthera. They had like a house band out there. We stayed in a town that literally there was 200 people.
Whoa.
And we ended up staying in a house, and actually our next door neighbor was Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, wow. Cool. That's
so I
cool.
kept trying to swim by his house going, "Hi, Lenny."
Yeah,
Hi.
hey, what's up?
But we met some of his studio musicians, and part of them had
cool.
a band, a local band, and I got to sit in with them. That was really fun.
That's cool. Wow. Yeah. All right, cool. I have wacky, well, not really wacky. I have questions that I like to wrap up with.
I didn't do it.
No, okay. That was number one. Did you do it?
Nope.
Okay, you didn't do it.
Nope.
Desert Island albums. A few albums that you would take with you to a desert island and only listen to those. That will help define.
The Peter Green Fleetwood Mac, one of their first CDs that has Albatross on it. Are you familiar with that one?
Yep.
That is an incredible album.
Yep.
Oh boy.
I know it's everybody.
It's so hard because you think of so many different.
But
things.
I love it because everybody has different. It's
right.
cool to fit.
I am a huge fan of Stevie Wonder.
Oh wow!
Huge,
great,
huge.
Yeah.
And
how can you
this
not be?
band, Concrete Blonde, love them.
Yep.
Jeanette Napolitano.
I remember them. Yep. Sure.
I got to see her, and I was like literally 3 feet away from her, and I ended up fainting.
Oh really?
Because I was too excited. I just fainted.
Yeah. Sure. No, that's great. Yeah, I can imagine that.
Yeah.
Concrete Blonde. Yeah, for sure. For sure. What else?
Let's see.
I mean, you don't have to rack your brain. I just find it interesting.
Yeah, there's so many different influences, like working with Clark Huckabee and Bob Elliott and stuff. A lot of the old country artists.
Yep.
Like whatchamacallit. I definitely do a lot of Patsy Cline,
Great.
which is not easy.
Sure.
That's a challenge.
Yeah.
Like Ernest Tubb. All those oldie country people. Like I have a new appreciation for them.
Mm-hmm.
I love the band Asleep at the Wheel too.
Sure. Yep. Gotta love it.
I have not bought I don't know anything about music that's out today.
Yeah.
The only thing I know is that I really think that Bruno Mars is very talented.
Yes.
And Billie Eilish.
Sure.
Yeah, but I don't have any of their music yet. But what I've heard, I was like,
yeah,
wow,
sure.
I'm really impressed.
Sure. Yep. No, for sure.
Yep.
Desert island food. What would you eat every day with no problem?
My healthy side or my unhealthy side?
I don't care.
Cheeseburgers.
Sure.
My friend used to always sing this thing to me because I used to love spaghetti and cheeseburgers. She goes,
"Oh boy,
Kriss Santala wants to have fun. Big plate of spaghetti and a hanga on a bun."
There you go. Sums it
That's
up.
my life: spaghetti
That's
and
cool.
hamburgers.
Nothing wrong with that, I guess.
I'm trying to be a little bit more healthy now, though.
Right.
A lot of raw foods.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. That's good. Oh, my new one. This is a new one. Best or most memorable concert that you've experienced that comes to mind?
Well, some of those Dangler shows were pretty memorable.
As a spectator.
As a spectator, yeah. Playing at the Falcon Ridge Festival with the Hoohoos, that was pretty cool. That was so long ago, but that was a really cool experience.
Yeah.
I really enjoy playing at outdoor festivals. That's so much fun.
Yeah.
And I got to play at the Bushnell Park with the Hiccups about 9 years ago. That was a pretty big show. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I've tried.
Not one particular show is really standing out, but a lot of the times that I played with George, they were really special.
Yeah, I bet. Well, you being here is good. Hopefully, is going to help get Tom Smith up in here because he was one of the first people I asked, and he's like, "What? You know, like why would
He's
you want it?"
awesome.
And I'm like, "Dude, it's not about who you are or the entertainment value. It's about getting your story down forever."
Exactly.
On, you know what I mean?
He's a great person to bring in.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
He's just so talented and so wonderful.
yeah, yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Well, that's what I hope. At least, you know, drawing all the little pieces together. You know, I had Brendan Toller on. I had
That's
Frank
what
Rotelli
Dave was saying.
Yeah, just drawing it. You know, so now we can kind of get that crew aware
Mm-hmm.
of this, just to kind of get the stories told while the window's open. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then we can all look back, and it'll exist forever.
Forever and ever.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
To get the story told. Memorable shows that you were in the audience. You know, that you were in the audience.
The Concrete Blonde show. I fainted.
Right, that you fainted, of course.
I mean, I couldn't.
But you don't
handle it.
remember that because you were unconscious.
I was so excited. I was beside myself.
Where was it?
It was at the Webster.
Oh yeah.
And I was so excited. I adore Jeanette Napolitano.
Sure.
And I just think she's so
She's
talented.
still around? They're still doing stuff?
I think she does some stuff, but not
Yeah.
on a regular basis.
Sure.
She had released a couple of solo CDs.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
That was by far one of the
Yeah.
most memorable shows. And I remember I've seen Lucinda Williams about 5 or 6 times.
Sure.
I went to an outdoor show in Massachusetts, and she lost her temper on stage, and it was very entertaining.
Oh boy.
She got really mad because someone in the audience said, "Play Stairway to Heaven."
Oh God. Yeah.
And
Knock it off.
I know.
Yeah.
She just got so
Yeah,
pissed.
not-
She's like,
not
"Do you
funny
think
anymore.
it's easy to be up here doing this?" She got really mad.
Yeah.
And she walked off stage, and then she came back 5 minutes later and was like, "Okay, I'm fine."
Yeah. Right. Oh boy. Yeah. No. Yeah. It's not funny, and after a certain point, not that funny.
No.
I had the I didn't know Concrete Blonde. I've had this experience go the opposite way too, but I'm not going to talk about what those artists are. But I was in a band that played a lot of music that I didn't know, you know, cover tunes that I didn't know. And every time I would hear a song that I kind of liked, I'd be like, "Oh, this song's cool. Who does this?" It was always Concrete Blonde.
Really?
You know, yeah. I played with
Oh, cool.
with Sweeter the Wine Girls, and they were like,
Oh, I forgot about those ladies.
and I'm like, "Who does this?" They're like, "Concrete Blonde."
Are they still around?
Kinda, yeah.
Kinda?
Yeah. They're not playing at the moment, but
Yeah.
they're always
God,
threatening.
I haven't
to.
thought about those two
Yeah,
in a while.
yeah. But that's how I learned about Concrete Blonde, because I was like, every time I hear a tune that they do that I like, it
was Concrete
yeah.
Blonde.
So I'm
Yep.
like, okay, let me check this out. So
Nice.
I went through that thing too. I didn't get into it enough to faint at the gig, but that's you. That's your
Right.
thing. That's cool. I could faint at a gig. I'm trying to think what gig would make me faint.
If I saw Stevie Wonder live, I probably would.
Yeah.
No.
And you never did?
I've never.
I
That's
never
my.
did.
That's my wish, is to see Stevie. So
I don't blame you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's got to be crazy.
I have to see him at some point.
Did you see Summer of Soul? Did you see that flick? It
Mm-mm.
opens with Stevie Wonder playing a drum solo. It's outrageous.
I know he's an incredible drummer. Yep.
Outrageous. You're just like, what?
He's just so gifted. It's just
It's
incredible.
Yeah, I recently read a biography because I just was like, let me get the story from beginning to end. It's just crazy. He's an alien.
Yeah.
An alien. You know what I mean?
I want to see him before he retires. I have
Yeah,
to.
I don't blame you. Yeah, I would do that. Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I was going to say probably Gore was one of my more interesting shows that I've been to.
Oh yeah.
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 That's a long time ago.
Oh
but,
boy.
Yep.
I think I would probably faint at a show if someone whipped out the goat heart or whatever what heart was, some kind of heart. Crazy.
Yep.
All right, we can get up on out of here. That was cool.
Yeah, it was
We
fun.
got some things done.
Caught up.
Yeah, we learned. We played. We figured out how to do that. So that's
Mm-hmm.
cool. It's going to come in handy. I will let you know when this posts. You can tell all your friends, and we start getting them up in here.
Sure.
You know, getting the story told.
I could probably suggest a few people.
I would love that. That would be
Yeah.
perfect. That would be perfect. Now I'm regretting that Barb isn't here.
She would have been really. She's always.
Well, you know what?
funny, You know.
Okay.
You can
So-
invite. You can invite her.
I
sometime.
will. And here's the thing. I've been doing this for over a year, so we can have repeats at this point. So next time, Hoohoos reunion, we'll get Tom
Okay.
up in here. We'll make it happen. We'll make it
Okay.
happen. All right, cool.
Excellent.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Kriss Santala was here.
Thank you, John.
Yo, you got it. Thank you. I'm really glad this worked out.
Me too.
All right. I'm going to press the button. Don't get scared.
I won't.
Okay. Sorry. Wow, that's loud. Holy crow. John Peckman Podcast. Connecticut Valley School of Music and Dance. Beautiful downtown Portland, Connecticut. Come through the Over the bridge, go through one set of lights, start looking left. We're across the street from the bank, in case you're curious. Kriss Santala was here. Thank you, kids. We'll see you next time. Listen, Dave will tell you how to have your very own podcast here in our beautiful studio. See you later. That is all.
If you'd like to start your own podcast, give us a call at Connecticut Valley School of Music and Dance. Our professionally designed podcast space is here for all your recording needs. Rent out our studio to do interviews with up to 4 people, to record audiobooks, social media content, and all other recorded material. Our rentals include a private studio along with our professional-grade podcasting equipment, and we can customize your output to whatever your needs are. We also have green screen capabilities, which will expand to video capability if you so wish. So check us out here at convalley.net/podcast.